Let's see what our second quarterback can do. On his second day, he did all right. Threw for 208
They say
yards,
games are played on the field
and
and
it's
not on
raining.
paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch.
This is going to be a game to remember.
This defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
All right.
He is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18.
That was a
South
good punt.
Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get
That was a good defense.
Make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over.
I mean, we're undefeated.
To put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well.
But that doesn't mean anything if we got a bad game.
Going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened last time.
They thought they
Good.
could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. Emily used him twice in that loss a week ago. Coverage team.
Well, he broke a tackle.
38-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first.
That was a good run.
Senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
And that was off.
Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside.
And that wasn't very good.
Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan.
But that just, my God, I don't know what is happening. Bad play is
Last
good
completion
play.
moves the
Bad
sticks, and
play
let's
is
see if they
good
try
play.
it again. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. He's all the way
And
down
that's
to the
America.
3. An electric one has him set up.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the play. Now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
That was a weak kick.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not
Number
enough.
24, you deserve. Hey!
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to pass, it's Harvin. Hauls it in. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide
That's
receiver.
good.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put
And he made a play.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me.
Damn.
Now from the defensive
I bet it's a
perspective,
rain.
to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17.
Well, it might be the quarterback. Who knows?
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
My charger broke.
Back to throw. It's Harvin. And it just
That's good defense.
He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And a little more space. Open up that playbook.
I think that's the first
down
down.
out to the 30.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That
nice.
Front just flat whipped them as they knock it down for a big
True
ball.
freshman.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down.
They just had first down.
Elusive guys in the open field.
Pretty much.
Even cause a turnover. That's just great.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Harvin. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
They force a lucky turnover.
Like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum. Look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important,
that was a bad pass.
They're in business. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Jordan.
Nice.
Execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Gets
almost a touchdown.
It'll be first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got
All right,
the ball.
we're going to go for this.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Flips it out on the screen. Backs goal.
And we did.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 13,
Nice.
Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Scanning the field, it's Harvin. Fires to the big fella. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be
That's good
this
defense.
defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, recently, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
The raindrops kept falling on his head, and he muffed it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Oh, that's
And
okay.
a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout.
No, that's not okay.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a third and
He's lucky
7 to
about
keep the drive
14.
alive. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Number 17, Hans Bunsen.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
How's it going,
This drive
man?
will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking for a man. It's Harvin. Working that left side now. They made the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks
64 seconds. Playing.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see
How
them
this
really
goes.
hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play.
It's not
getting
going
a
so
hand
well.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys.
Shut up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third down. Complete to the left. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Ball into the end zone. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure.
I mean, he's not the best quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've played 2 quarters
but we're winning.
Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters.
I mean, he's a 67 overall. But he's doing better than the other quarterback.
Will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another
And he helped
offensive odyssey.
when it was against Tennessee.
To start this third quarter, they'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense executing at a high rate.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Harvin. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to outflank him on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped again.
No.
He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh,
Good defense.
and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks line up to 100 away. We've
It's
seen a lot of
fake.
the punt team 6
I was
times
gone
tonight.
for it.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, when
Let's
it's
see what
going
you
to
can
convert
do.
his 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
Oh, he just needed to
shit.
stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more.
Doggy.
But he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. From the gun to Gill, looking for room. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Lots of room to run. And he's efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
I love the execution
My
on that.
God,
Great
there's
blocking
no
up
way
front
he
just to
just
get the
did
ball
that.
carrier an
One tackle.
opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final.
See, we beat South Carolina.
UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done.
South Carolina might be the worst thing.
Inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest.
Nice.
You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Pete. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Okay.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start.
Look, 21, so it's okay.
Stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
No, it's not okay.
Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. How about this defense taking one back?
What we need to work on,
It's
our passing, young quarterback.
Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting
But we'll win.
yourself.
God forgive you.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright.
Throw no interception. Ugly guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the running back. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through.
All right, that's good.
That run altogether.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys.
South Carolina, 7.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Wow.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming. Right?
Oh,
So
wow, I did not mean to do that.
Stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Brings up
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive
What a
because they're down.
catch.
They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
That's
And
not
there was nowhere to
anything
go, just
special,
stopped in his
young
tracks
man.
in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on second down after that
Yes, we
last one. They
do.
need 13. Looking left. He
Oh my gosh, he overthrew it.
That could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Back to pass. It's Harvin. Got his man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball.
Good defense.
And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it.
I don't know, that's a first down.
First down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Jordan. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stopping the run on that play right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now
And we're going for a field goal.
And long. Going to the running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
What are you going to do at South Carolina? We got the ball.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely.
Oh.
Hold on just a second, a flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field.